Let's go get some money, forecasters and fight fiends. I am back for the props and parlays show for UFC 300. It's 10 o'clock at night on Friday, so I gotta get through this video quick. I'm not here to waste your guys' time. As always, I'm not here to waste your time. I'm here to give an honest breakdown. I'm giving you my picks. You do not have to agree with my picks, my bets, my props. This is just what I'm doing. These are my reads. These are some of my forecasters' reads as well. We got a forecast of the week. We got a couple forecasters commenting their most confident prop at plus money. First up, I'm going to give you my locks. Now, I know last week we went 2 for 3. One of the fights went the distance. It didn't go our way. If any of these fights go the distance, we're not going to get robbed. We're going to be on the right side of it. I'm sure of it. I got 3 of them once again. We're going to start it off with the first fight of the night. I'm locking in Devison Figueiredo. And get in Discord right now. Hit the link in the bio. I have the locks posted in Discord right now with a little description. So first fight of the night, we have to lock in Fig and go big here. The Brazilian bread is going to be fresh. Now, these 3 locks are all from Brazil. So it's called the Brazilian bread. Treble bet here for plus 290. Figueiredo at 36 years old has fuel in the tank. He has a fire blazing inside of him. And I forecast he's coming out to possibly get the finish. If not, he's winning it 30-27 decision. He could be fighting some of the top fighters in this division now. Cody Garbrandt is unranked. And Fig is ranked number 8 right now in the division. He only fought once. It was against Rob Font. Rob Font already beat Cody Garbrandt by a decision. So you got to think Fig is a lock of the week as well. Garbrandt is fighting unranked opponents as well. Like, he just beat an unranked opponent. He's unranked. I don't think this is a good fight for him. He's been knocked out 4 times out of his 5 losses. The chin has been cracked. If Fig can crack the chin of Cody, and like I said, it wouldn't be the first time, he's probably going to be fighting in the top 5 in this division, I would have to think. He's a former champion at flyweight. He had trouble cutting weight. He's 36 now. He doesn't have to cut that weight. He's still cutting some weight now. Like, I understand he's still going to cut some weight, but he's not taking a toll on his body like he was cutting to flyweight. He's feeling comfortable. Now he's really going to make a name for himself in this fight here against Cody Garbrandt. Bantamweight fight, both of them feeling comfortable, but Cody Garbrandt might be walking into a shot here, getting himself finished. I strongly believe that Devison Figueiredo has him figured out. Fight fiends and forecasters have him figured out. And myself, I have Cody Garbrandt figured out. It's Figueiredo for the win. Let's go, forecasters. We got Diego Lopez next. The next lock that we're looking to smash here on the treble bet. We got the Emo Kid. He has my bid. He should have your bid as well. He fights for your money. And this is another coin flip fight, essentially. Alex Pereira, like I said, he's a lock of the week for me. Potin. They're both priced as a coin flip, essentially. They're slight favorites. And this is another Brazilian. All 3 of them from Brazil. Like I said, the Brazilian bread. We're going to lock them up, take them to the bank. That's what we want to do. I'm very confident, once again, that Lopez is going to be the more well-rounded fighter in this fight. More relentless. And most importantly, he's going to have the better cardio. Sodiq Yusuff has been dropped before. He's kind of wore out once the fight got extended. But he hits very hard in the first round. He's juiced. He's a tank. He can hit hard. He could definitely stop the Emo Kid in the very first round. Knock him out. But I don't see it happening. I'm locking in Diego Lopez. He's one of my most confident picks on this entire card. The Brazilian bread is going to be fresh. And his haircut, it's looking hella fresh, isn't it? Look at that haircut. Besides that, though, he's fought the better competition, and we got to stop it with the Sodiq Yusuff thought. He fought 18-5 Pat Sabatini, 13-3 Gavin Tucker, finished them both in the first round. No problem. He's showing up and showing out each and every fight. And after fighting 18-0 Movsar Evloev, who was literally not getting many fights because nobody wanted to fight him, Diego Lopez steps up on short notice and gives him a good go. Like, honestly, it was a good fight. Diego Lopez looked a lot better than the odds indicated. A lot of people didn't expect him to really stick around and win his next 2 fights in the first round. The forecasters made some money that night. But most importantly, the forecasters got more confidence in Diego Lopez. We didn't know much about him. He stepped in on short notice, and then he beat Gavin Tucker, and then we had faith in him. And then after that Pat Sabatini fight, and seeing him at the press conference and everything, we kind of have a better feeling about this pick. There's some money coming in. I see why. I have nuts. The emo kid has nuts. So I'm locking in on this pick. And the last one, pick your poison in the final fight of the night on the biggest card of the year. This is not only the biggest card of the year, this is the biggest card ever that I've ever seen, I've ever heard of. UFC knows how to do it best, and this fight is one of the best fights that the UFC has to offer. Alex Pereira, one of the best kickboxers. He's fought Israel Adesanya twice, 3 times, and he fought that Cesar Almeida guy a couple times as well. He is very, very high level when it comes to striking. Now, he's fighting a guy that wants to take his head off, Jamal Hill. He's going to have to make the fight dirty. I don't see it happening. He's coming back from Achilles tendon injury. And the last 16 months, Alex Pereira, he has been just ripping apart the Achilles tendon of each opponent that he has fought. His low leg kicks are super heavy, the heaviest in the entire division. Probably the heaviest in the whole organization. And at 205, trust me, he looks phenomenal. He can go the full 5 rounds if he wants to. I've seen it at 185. Why can't he at 205? I'm playing the money line, but I'm also going to have some bets on this as well. Like I said, not my roommates, but some roommates that I know. A few fellas are locking in on a pick, and I'm making them the forecast of the week. We're going to talk about it here next. You got to trust in the world champion kickboxer in this fight. He has the gas to go to the bank for 25 hard-fought minutes. But it shouldn't go 25 minutes. Like I said, the forecast of the week, let's pull it up right now. We got the ruthless roommates coming in big here. We've lost the last couple forecasts of the weeks. And that happens. It's gambling, And to be completely honest, the last couple wagers were not as big as this wager that I'm putting down. I'm putting down a couple hundred on this one, boys. Alex Pereira by KO all day. It's sitting at plus 120. They got in at plus 125. You guys are the forecasts of the week. The shades are on. They're already on, boys. I'm ready to go. I got a couple hundred on it. I'm so confident this week, and I got the bankroll to spend. I'm putting a couple hundred down on this prop. I'm fairly confident that my lock of the week wins by KO. And if not, we're going to hedge bet with the submission. It's 17-1. So you put a couple bucks on that and you get your wager back if he happens to get the submission. I don't see the fight going 25 minutes. Pereira can go 25 minutes if need be. He's going to be in some parlays. He's a key parlay piece. I'm high confidence in this pick. Fucking let's go. And next up, if you want to be the forecast of the week for the next big pay-per-view, the next fight night, all what you got to do on the full card prediction show, put your most confident prop at plus money. I'm going to pick one. The Ruthless Roommates have locked in and found one of the best plus money props on the entire card. I got to rock with them and put a couple hundred down. If you're with me, let me know in the comments below and comment Ruthless Roommates or give them a shout out or something. Credit to them on this one. Love the play. As soon as I seen it, I was making the bet up and I knew it was going to be the forecast of the week. But we have some honorable mentions as well. We're going to talk about that at the end. Giraffe Goon, she's trying so hard to become the forecast of the week, but every time there's just someone that's more deserving. So Ruthless Roommates, it's their first ever time becoming forecast of the week, so hopefully they crush it for us. I trust in the boys, and I'm bunking with Phil.
If we're sharing bets, I'm bunking with Phil.
Let's fucking go.
You good with that?
We're getting this goddamn money. I already know it. That's why I put a couple hundred down. Right? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. The next section that I want to talk about now, we can talk about the dogs of the week. I have 3 dog picks. I think on the card, I'm not doing a full card prediction right now. I can give you the dogs right now. Let's do it. And then I'll give you my props of the week, some honorable mentions at the end with a free bet. So the dogs of the week here for plus 740. I was going to just choose one. Seriously. It's hard enough just to hit one dog of the week, so don't get mad at me if I can't hit both. If you want to play both of them at plus 740, I already did. I'm going to be honest. I already played this, but it's not my biggest bet. Like, it's near the bottom. I'm going to be honest. I'm giving you a free play, though. If both these underdogs cash in, we're getting paid nonetheless, and for $5 a month, you can see all my bets. That's what you can do. For my dog of the week, I'm locking in Charles Oliveira and Renato Moicano. Am I 100% confident they're both going to win? Absolutely not. All right, but they're two of my underdog picks. Now, I should just lock in every dog pick that I got on a card like this. There's high stakes, and a lot of the favorites are going to win. Like, it's late in the week. There's been odds out for so long. The sharp money has been making the favorite the rightful favorite, and that's just what it is. At this point in the week, it's kind of hard to find an underdog. Like, I'll pull up the line movement tracker now. At the very start of it, 2 weeks ago, when the odds first came out, you're seeing completely different prices. And if you want early access to this line movement tracker each and every card, you can join my Patreon. Link is in the bio below. One big difference I want to point out real quick is Armin Sarukian. He flipped from an underdog plus 100 to a pretty big favorite. I think Charles was rightfully the favorite to begin with. Now I have him at plus 187. Okay, so my dog of the week wasn't even an underdog to begin with. Everybody came in on Armin Sarukian, the sharp money, the public, everybody. Everybody's on Armin Sarukian. I'm aware of that. I have the line movement tracker in front of me, so don't think I'm not aware of this. I got full descriptions on my Patreon. I did a full card prediction show. I have a reason why I like Charles Bronx Oliveira. I have my reasons. I know that Armin Sarukian should not be this big of a favorite. Clearly not. And here's evidence why. And my other underdog, Renato Moicano, opened as a slight underdog, plus 110. Now he's $3, plus 200. So everybody's on the Jalen Turner side. Looking at the size of him, probably coming off a first-round knockout win. I mean, that means nothing. The guy just cut a lot of weight. I'm sure he's not feeling the best. He's going to rehydrate. But Renato Moicano in the second and third round can grind this fight out. I'm telling you, forecasters. Both these dogs are good picks. The opening odds are completely different than the current odds. So I'm giving you the best underdogs possible. At least you're getting some information if you're getting the video and if you're hearing this right now. So I'm thanking you right now for tuning in. Please smash the like button. Suplex the subscribe button if you have not yet. I got some great information for you guys. The line movement tracker, I can show you this for absolutely free. All what you got to do is join the Fight Fiend forecast, subscribe to the channel, and keep an eye out for my videos. Sometimes they're out on fight day, Saturday, by the time it gets edited and uploaded. But that's just what it is. I'm going to try to get it out there for Thursday. That's my goal. And we're going to get to it. Those are my two most confident underdogs on the card. I got another one. It's locked up on Patreon for them because I got some pretty big bets on them. And I don't want to spoil the party for everybody, all right? So if you want that bet, $5 a month is not too much to ask. Let me show you real fast some wins from this week. We lost every single bet last week on the fights. And then I decided this week I had to make it back before the next round of fights. And why would I go fishing in the NBA at the end of the season and bet on the Charlotte Hornets and put 60 on them? And put 60 on this guy that I have no clue how to pronounce his name. I've never heard of him before. But I'll tell you what. I know how to do my research and look at stats and find winning bets. So there you go, $120 down on one of the shittiest teams in the NBA. And we cashed in half a rack. All right? Just like that. Just like that. Went fishing on basketball. It worked out. Now, this parlay here, Islanders, Jets, Kings, Mavericks, $1,000. I already showed that one. I'm not going to talk about it again. I mean, we're still feeding off some of that money. Now, most importantly, we have to win on the fights. That's what everybody is here for. I got 2 more props of the week right now for everybody. I'm just waiting for it to load. The forecast is loading. We need these to absolutely smack. So, I'll be patient. I'll be very patient. Okay, here we go. The prelim prop. First one. Or do you want the main card forecast? We'll do the main card forecast. This is the dog of the week, Charles Oliveira. And I'm going to tell you how I think he's going to win. It's plus 600. Like, it's a 7X. I was born on the 7th. I can't resist smashing this bet. I said on the full card prediction show that Joakim Silva was looking too good on the feet against Armin Sarukian. And Sarukian got hit, and he didn't like it. He kind of got wobbled, a little shaky on his legs. I think if Charles Oliveira hits him, it's night-night. And the former champion here knocked out Michael Chandler, a very good wrestler. Now, Sarukian has very good grappling. He has good submission defense as well. But on the feet, I mean, I don't think he's as good as Charles Oliveira. I'm going with my boy, Du Bronx. Bring us a 7X banger here. I'm throwing down on this. Like, I got more than just 10, 20 bucks. I'm looking to smack this bet. Along with the prelim forecast. Jim Miller by knockout, TKO or DQ. Now, that's what they offer on Bet365. I would advise you to go on Bet365. They give you a good cash out return before the bet starts. You get your money back if you don't like the bet. If you change your mind, they're not going to grease you and not let you take your money out last minute. Like, you can take your money out until the fight starts. Bet365 is great. Quick money into your bank as well once you start hitting some big wins with us. So $5 a month, exclusive early access to my bets. Get on Bet365. They got it going. I don't got any promotion. I'm giving them some free advertising along with the dirty old Prime and Monster. I don't care if you like it or not. I like it. I'm going to have it in my setup. I don't really give a fuck. It is what it is. Like, if you don't like the piss, don't drink it. I fucking love it. It's good shit. It's good shit. They don't have to pay me or anything. I'll fucking put it right up front. Doesn't matter to me. Jim Miller, knockout. This is a 6X bet. He fought on UFC 100, 200, now 300. I'm telling you right now. Bobby Green. After 4 months, getting knocked out that bad, wearing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, too many shots to the back of the head, to the side of the head, fucking already knocked out. It's not a good look. The ref should have stopped it 20 seconds earlier. He wore too much damage. He's stepping in looking for a big bonus on a big card, and it's not happening. He's fired up, ready to go. He's going to walk right into a shot from a crisp and clean boxer. Jim Miller, he's been around the longest. All right, he's seen Bobby Green fight his entire career. This has been a long-awaited matchup. These two boys should have faced off long ago. It's happening now on the biggest card in history. I'm telling you, take this underdog, Jim Miller. Take him to win as well. I love the pick. And him by knockout at 6X. I'm very confident that's how it's going down. I'm going to lock it in as prelim forecast. The prelim forecast, the main card forecast, it doesn't have to be my most confident prop. You know, it doesn't have to be a big plus 100 play, something obvious. I can take a 6X, a 7X, and I can smash it. Let's go, forecasters. If you don't like the play, don't take it. I don't advise you to take it. I'm giving you 2 prop bets that are hard to hit alone on 2 underdogs that are hard to hit alone on a very tricky card to predict, to be honest. It's not going to be all favorites. We're not going to have 50% underdogs. I don't know what the hell is going to happen. It's going to be one hell of a night. I know that for sure. And I have a feeling. I got a mighty feeling that Jim fucking Miller is going to show up and get the knockout against a guy that just got knocked out very bad 4 months ago. According to my research, the forecast says that Jim Miller gets the knockout. The forecast is saying that Charles Oliveira gets the knockout. I just gotta tell you what the forecast is. I'm not here to lie. This is a complete, honest truth. This is the forecast. I'm telling you what's incoming here. I'm looking at the statistics. I'm doing mathematical equations, scientific equations. Naturally, this is going to happen. Let's go, forecasters. It's time to make it rain. I got a free bet now. Honorable mention, Bo Nickel round 1 submission. You can get it at double your money, plus 125. Take the single bet. It's great. But if you want to kind of juice it up here, me and Prelim Tim worked hard to think about, what are 2 outcomes that we can take on 2 favorites that are just juiced up. 2 favorites that are guaranteed to win. So you got Bo Nickel, 11-1 favorite, guaranteed to win. And then you got Weili Zhang, 4-1 favorite in a championship fight where she's going to defend her belt against another fellow Chinese citizen. Now, I got to believe Weili Zhang has proven to me time and time again her last 3 fights. She's new and improved. And she's ready to go. Yang Shannon, who, in my opinion, just got finished in her last couple fights against a lower level opponent. She's not ready for this test. Amanda Lemos was tough, but it's time to see a finish for Weili Zhang. New and improved, big stage. I'm sure she wants that 300K as well. Once I heard that 300K is on the line, I felt pretty confident about this double dash bet for me and Prelim Tim. Now, if you're not following Prelim Tim, what are you doing? Haven't taken the glasses off, but what are you doing if you're not following Prelim Tim? He's on Instagram putting in that work. He's giving his bets on Instagram with his description. He's on Twitter as well. He's very, very active on Instagram. He's putting in the work. He deserves it. Now, I haven't been that active on Instagram. I've been super busy lately. If you can't tell by my voice and by my energy's pretty good, but if you can't tell by my voice, I'm struggling. I'm just battling through a sickness. I had the sniffles for the last week. I got through the work week. I'm still working 9 to 5 like everyone else. I own my own business. I got my neighbor working for me. Life's good. And I'm still working hard, grinding, putting in work for the forecast, making content, going through the research, figuring out what the outcomes are going to be, who the winners are going to be, the confidence levels. I put the responsibility on my back, and I come out here and perform each and every fight night. So please subscribe. I really appreciate it. We got Bo Nickel round 1 submission and Weili Zhang by finish. All right. So me and Tim are putting in the work. Right. Press start on double dash plus 350. If this hits, I got $300 down. I'm getting back $1,000 in profit. I'm showing everyone the bet size. I've put it on my Instagram, on Twitter. I'm showing you how much money I put down on this bet. And I'm going to be honest. If you're listening right now, this is top 3, one of my biggest bets on the card. And I gave it away for free. This is top 3, my biggest bet on the card. Biggest wager, top 3. $300 down on this bet for $1,000 profit. All right, I'm playing it smart. I have a lot of good bets on this card. I gave you 2 risky ones, the main card forecast, the prelim forecast, and then I told you I have a couple hundred on the forecast of the week. I'm bunking with Phil, Ruthless Roommates, invited me in, knockout, TKO, DQ for Alex Pereira, plus 120. I got a couple hundred down. I'm bunking with Phil. Let's go. Poton is getting this one done. We're going to have to risk it for the biscuit. I have confidence we're going to get it, though. Thanks, everybody. Thanks to Ruthless Roommates. Thanks, Gammon Girth. Thanks, Danielle Brooks. Thanks, Draft Goon, Fatal, Dreadstocks. Who else we got up in here? Onam. Like I said, I do this each and every week. So please before you go, smash the hell out of that like button and suplex the subscribe button.
If we're sharing beds, I'm bucking with Phil.
You good with that?